Here's the truth about Alex Myers. He doesn't watch the show or movie he reviews. And here's how I know. Look, if you look out at the comments, you'll see what I mean about how all the fans are claiming he didn't watch the movie because he doesn't understand the context or theme of the movie. However, here is what Alex has to say about it.
And then suddenly out of nowhere, it's like, oh no, the house is falling apart. Yeah, I don't know, go ask Louisa. Yeah, I don't know, check Bruno's tower and find a vision or something. What does that even mean? I don't know, bye.
The house represents a family. Each member is going through a battle, whether that be emotionally, mentally, or physically. Either he didn't watch it or he doesn't understand. Then he goes to say the grandma was a weak villain and that it was kind of a lazy villain they wrote.
Which kind of brings up another reason why I think the story in this movie falls really flat, for me at least, is that there's no actual villain at all. There's barely even an antagonist until like the very end. And even then, the grandma is the bad guy because she just cares too much, which like, okay, Disney.
She made her own granddaughter feel isolated and inadequate for 10 years, blaming and gaslighting for her for things she didn't do or had no control over. She was 15 years old. She rejected her own son, demands perfection from her eldest granddaughter, shows no real love to her family, only expecting them to stay useful to the town they live in and the people there. There's the reason why the songs are there. It's not just for the animation. It's also to explain the trauma and the emotions they're going through. Alex Myers, how do you not understand this? Your whole YouTube channel is around reviewing movies and TV shows, and you're not even gonna watch it because whether you like it or not, you have influence over people. And let's say, and if they watch your video about a certain movie, and then they don't watch it because you said it was bad, because you didn't even watch it. Well, now they can be missing out on an important life lesson from the movie, or they can be missing out on a connection from the movie itself. Movies are art, and they're powerful, and they can make you change your life or rethink how you think about life. He's willing to do anything for a buck, even showing kids sex toys. Based on his animation drawings, joke telling, and how his fans comment under his videos, you'd be able to guess that they're maybe like 10 to 19-year-olds. If you know what your demographic is like, yet you still push these adult sex toys on your mostly underage fans, that's really weird. I'm not going to call you anything. I'm not going to label him as anything because I don't have any proof of that. But I'm just going to say it's really weird. At the most, it is really weird. But this Rose toy has been at least 3 videos recently, and he even made a community post about it. Why? He has never made a community post about any other recently sponsored product but this toy. In fact, he even promotes scams, established titles, honey, better health. These are all scams. The recent one was established titles. If you want to take a look at that, go look at Legal Eagle. But essentially, you buy a piece of land where you're not really the owner, so you can't officially call yourself a lady or a lord. You can't really call yourself that. If you took the time to vet through the sponsorships and look through them, or even if he actually used the product himself, I would not have such a problem with this. I really wouldn't. But he doesn't. Even better yet, dude, if you're gonna have like sex toys on there or like mature products, do that at the end of the video. You know, you can still do that. That way, your younger audience is going to click off and not watch the ad, because as soon as they watch the content, they're gonna click off. For your older fans, I got something for you guys at the end, or you know, something like that, something subtle like that. But I don't know why you don't do that. You could. It's easy to do, but you won't do it. And you know what your demographic is like. I don't want any hate to go to the guy. Honestly, he is pretty funny. Like this one joke from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Get through the 1,000%. A gajillion%. Man, that's not even a real number. It is for our fans.
What was that?
That was funny, dude. That was hilarious, dude. I laughed at that one like 4 times. I watched the video 4 times and I still laugh at that joke because it's insane. Like, what is she doing? But yeah, that's my expose video on Alex Myers. If you're expecting anything deeper, like him being a creep or anything like that, he's not. As far as I know, he's not. I think he's just kind of scummy the way he does things. That's it. Nothing else than that. Nothing more than that. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Alex, if you see this, please start watching the TV shows again. Your reviews would be 10 times more informative.